Hi, good evening. Arun, how are you?
I'm good, ma'am. And you?
Wonderful. I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, Arun, please tell me a little bit about yourself before we begin.
Yes, my name is Arun Kumar Gupta. I'm from Uttar Pradesh, Devariya.
Okay,
And right now I'm doing job as a technical support engineer.
okay. Okay, so, and what have you finished your education in?
That was BA.
BA. Brilliant. So, how are you working in technical field?
Because after that I have done some technical courses,
Okay,
and after that doing a job in these fields. Because
brilliant.
I like things.
Right. So that's what I was going to ask. So, do you like working with? You like the technical field?
Yeah, correct, ma'am.
Great. Okay. So tell me a little bit about your English speaking journey, Arun, and what do you think are your problem areas or areas of improvement that you want to kind of get better at?
Yes, I have lot of issue faced when while creating sentences while in few it would be future, it would be past, and it could be yes
Present?
present also. So that time I have faced lot of issues when I, because just a sentence structure, that is the big issue right
Okay.
now.
So that means you face a lot of problems when creating a sentence, right?
Yes, right now.
Makes sense. Okay. And what are you doing right now? So as of right now, what are you doing to kind of get better at this whole sentence structuring plus getting your vocabulary correct?
I'm watching English movies, English TEDx videos, English podcast, and English sentence. Yes, grammar classes.
Okay. Okay. Arun, add another, please add another step to all of this learning that you're already doing, right? What happens is, see, there are three, whole fundamental ways of learning. One is you grasp knowledge, which is what you're doing right now. You're trying to take information, right? By watching videos. Second is you try and, put it down somewhere, right? Before you start implementing it. Now, the putting it down part is what I want you to reflect on, which is when you watch a video, immediately after coming back from watching, just keep a notebook or pen handy and write down about what you learned from the video that day.
Yeah, right.
Okay, make a small summary. You remember we used to write summary in school, in college, right? So write a small summary of what the video taught you. What did you learn from the video? What you think could be something that you want to know more about, right? So you can, so that you can also connect with your clapping a tutor or clapping a speaker with the same kind of conversation that I learned this and I want to know if I did it correctly, right? So write down a small summary that will help you to have something to talk about when you are in the class.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, this will give you an idea. So whenever you're writing out your summary, take help from the video that you have watched. In case you're stuck somewhere, try and see what word was used there, what did they say in a sentence, right? Try and take some help and start writing it down. Your sentence structuring will definitely get better if you start practicing this for at least 2 to 3 weeks. You should definitely sit down and write something every day,
Yeah, sure. Sure, man.
right? That'll help you with your sentence structuring. Okay. Uh,
Right.
we'll work on one thing at once so that you don't get confused, as well as your English becomes better before you start using new words and other vocabularies in your sentence. Let's get your simple sentence right. Okay. So, Arun, tell me a little bit about the place you live in. Where do you live? You mentioned Uttar Pradesh,
Yes.
right? Tell me a little bit about your place.
That was a good place to survive in COVID time,
It
because
is.
there was a lot of greenery and lot of uh, yes, lot of uh, yes, you can say oxygen's areas to.
Oxygen areas nahi. So there are a lot of greeneries and the place had abundant oxygen or excess of oxygen. So obviously oxygen was a problem during COVID, right? So I guess that didn't happen.
And another one thing is some temples and some yes, some temples and or fields, parks. Agra is also in UP.
Absolutely.
It is also a historical place, and
That way, UP has a lot of historical places, I feel.
Mathura, you can say. Then we talk about Mathura. Then Mathura has also a lot of visited place and called yeah, Lord Krishna's temples. And
Right.
we talk about Vrindavan. There are also a lot of there is also a lot of temples and uh, a river called Jamuna.
Right.
And, and
No
another.
worries. That's okay. I got it. We don't have to go through the whole of UP. I was asking about your place, but I understood. Makes sense. Okay. Let's talk about your work. So, how do you generally? So, what is your everyday work like? How does
Hi,
your everyday work look like?
hi, good evening, ma'am.